Hey guys, Nick here with Taco Jeep Adventures. Got another install coming for you guys today from C4 Fab here. So just got it back from powder coat today, and I'm gonna just quickly go over the install steps, the hardware. There's not a whole lot online, and I couldn't find anything on their website. Possibly there is on the Tacoma forum. I didn't find anything, but nonetheless, I'm gonna be installing that today. I want to show you guys quickly here up close so you can kind of see. This is backwards, right? So it's going to sit on the truck like this being the rear, that being towards the front where the drive shaft will mate underneath that. So you're going to have a bracket on either side, as you can see here, right? And it's going to only go one way. So I'll show you after I've installed it. Appropriate orientation, and then this piece, which looks drastically different from the other two, are going to go, or is going to go, under here. Just going to wrap around, I assume, the yoke or the drive shaft. So I'll go over that. Little layout here of the hardware. As you can see, they include 6 3/8 inch by 1 1/4 carriage head bolts, right? So these are your bolts, which there's only 6 options here. So you're going to use 2 of these up front, and then 2 on this side, right? Connecting to the bracket on the other side. Same for that side. Okay, they've got 4 3/8 inch flat washers, you can see here. They've got 2 3/8 lock washers, you can see here. They've got 2 3/8 nuts, which are your regular nuts here. And then last but not least, they've got 4 3/8 flange nuts here. So basically how this is going to be orientated is these brackets, again, on either side. The bolts are going to come up from the bottom of the drive shaft, or excuse me, the axle here, okay? And then when this bracket mates to this, on top of that, you're going to use one of these flat washers, right, that come with the kit, and you're going to use the flange nut, okay, on top. So that's going to be, as you can see, there's only 4 of those and 4 of these. That's going to be for this side and that side. Now around the drive shaft near the yoke, what you're going to use is 2 of these, right? The remaining 2. You're going to use a lock washer on top of the final bracket on either side, right? And then you're going to use the regular nuts. Now, looking at this, I'll show you here. These are square. These are more oval-ish, more circular-like. There's plenty of room, right, for that lock washer, but I've got some 3/8, they're a little bit smaller than these washers, because I've got a whole set of random stuff. I'm going to add a washer on top personally prior to the lock washer and regular nut, just so there's a little more surface area covering this, and then, you know, then I can crank it down. This can do its job and not really get into the powder coat and into the metal. Obviously they send it this way, that's how they run their kit. There's probably nothing wrong with doing it that way. Just wanted to call that out. So FY, there's the layout. Let me get it in the truck. I'm going to be removing my current RCI. Nothing wrong with it, it's a great one. I just like the added protection that comes with C4. This whole concept, adding this extra piece, is, I think, smart to the design, especially if you're going to be getting into rocks and stuff. I think it's good insurance to have. Also like these guys. I've met them at the expo, and they're a great company. As you can see, I have their bumper as well, which there's an install video for, a 2-part series on my channel if you're interested in that. But nonetheless, let me get this in place, and I will go over it once I've had it, you know, installed, to show you the final look. All right, guys, she's in. Forgive me, I know it's not optimal. I got this flashlight, and it's probably going to be harder to see, but you can kind of see how the upper clamp or bracket is oriented. It's only going to go one way. Get 2 hands would be the suggestion. Hold this into place. I think what's going to be kind of the telling here, let me get up without racking my brain. My dome under here. This front bracket, you can kind of see the L goes towards the front of the truck on it. Hopefully you can see that. Hardware here, and then on the other side, But basically what I did is I pushed the diff skid up into place, and you put this bracket on until they line up, and you'll hear it. It'll kind of like not snap, but it'll find its spot. Otherwise these will be pretty far off, right? Hopefully you can see under there. See how well lined up that is? That's the drain plug here. So, you know, once that was aligned, and this kind of, when I pushed it up, I could feel the bracket go around and get oriented how it's supposed to be. And then these lined up a lot better, right? So again, you can see how the hardware is oriented here. So this clamp and this clamp, as I said at the start of the video, we're gonna have the carriage bolts come up, your regular 3/8 washer, and your flange nut, right? And that's it. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the up front's gonna get the remaining hardware minus the additional washers that I personally put in, but it'll have the 3/8 carriage bolt. It's gonna come up from the bottom. It's gonna have a lock washer on top, and then the regular nut. And that's it, guys. Trying to think of any last thoughts. I mean, it's nice, you can tell. I like the design of C4 stuff. I mean, they do a great job. And I just went really hand tight on these. It'll pull the gap together, so you'll start out with a gap, but it'll bend together, and I just kind of went around, did it evenly from side to side with a 9/16. I did not mention that. So 9/16 is what you're going to need on all the hardware. I mean, if you've got some electric tools, that'll help make the job easier. Here's the RCI, and it's kind of dirty, so it's going to be hard to see. Hopefully you can see that. I used the heck out of it quite a bit. I mean, almost every trip we go on, if there's rocks, depending on the terrain, you can't always avoid it. But yeah, I think this is kind of a must-have on these trucks. It's really good piece of insurance there. So again, nothing wrong with RCI. It served me well for a while. I just like that the C4 offers that added protection that comes out much further. So kind of short. Hope that was helpful, guys. Keep a lookout. I'll be doing some other pretty cool mods here soon. If you have any questions, drop them below. I'll drop some links so you guys can refer to where to get the product and so forth. If you have questions, again, let me know. All right, guys, take care.